Did you notice this curious detail on movie Back to the Future? When Marty meets the doc to see the DeLorean for the first time, they meet at the mall 2 Pine. But when he returns from the future, he runs up to the mall alone Pine.
They're literally showing us everything right here. Okay? This is Back to the Future. And at first, the mall is Twin Pines Mall. And you see the 911 backwards and upside down. Okay? 911 Twin Towers. This goes back to Paul, Acts 27 and 28. When he got on the ship, it was Castor and Pollux was the name of the ship. Castor and Pollux are the Gemini twins. Okay? And then later on, in Back to the Future, it turns into the Lone Pine Mall. Now you don't have twins anymore. No more twins. And look at the time. 1:33, which is March 31st backwards. You see that? 3:31. March 31st on the Julian calendar tomorrow. Okay? And this is because the twins come down and now there's only one. Just like the Twin Towers. Then they built a One World Tower. Just like in the movie Fight Club. Okay? Where they show Edward Norton fighting with his alter ego, so to speak. And then at the end of the movie, he shoots his alter ego and now it's only him, and then you see the towers falling in the movie Fight Club. This has to do with this is what is going on. In Genesis, you have Adam and Cain, and you have a dark Enoch from Cain, and then an Enoch from Adam. You have a Lamech from Adam, and you have a Lamech from Cain. And Cain's father is of the devil, so that's what God is showing us. Dark and light twins. And what the rapture is everything gets turned right side up and frontwards. That's why these numbers are upside down on the mall. Okay? I had some clips from Fight Club, the movie, but I had to cut them out because they blocked the video. So in Fight Club, you'll even see them use the catchphrase ground zero before the buildings fall. And basically he realizes that the whole time he's been talking to this guy is basically like his alter ego himself, kind of, right? His almost like his dark twin. And then he shoots himself, and symbolically he's showing his alter ego passing away. So you have the twins, and then you have just a one right after the rapture, so to speak. It's like the Twin Pines Mall become the Lone Pine Mall, right? On March 31st, 1:33, which is 3:31, March 31st, okay? On the Julian calendar, which is tomorrow, all right? This is what the rapture is. They're telling us everything in plain sight. You see how he says, my eyes are opened, and then he takes out the alter ego, right? Just like the 9/11 twins coming down, and then there's only one. No more twins, right? Just the Lone Pine Mall now, not the Twin Pine Mall, right? 1:33, which is 3:31, March 31st, tomorrow on the Julian calendar. So I'm not going to have to do much more explaining after it happens tomorrow. I just don't think that the rapture is what most people think. We're going to understand all of it. We see through a glass darkly right now. Okay? We know in part. We see in part. But when that which is perfect comes, then that which is in part shall be done away with. That which is perfect that comes is wisdom. All knowledge. That's why the value of wisdom, 73 in Hebrew, and the word God, and Yahweh, which equals 26, you add them together, it's 99, rapture. Okay? Wisdom and God equals 99, which rapture equals 99. So we're going to know. We're going to understand all this after tomorrow. Also, the word ajna at the bottom, AJNA equals 26. The ajna is the pineal gland in the mind, the mind's eye. Like how he said before he shot himself, he said, "My eyes are opened." Well, right, what happened in the garden? Their eyes were opened. But there's also the opening of the eyes, where God opens your eyes. So the ajna is 26 as well, just like God, right? The ajna is the pineal gland, where Jacob wrestled with the angel of the Lord at Peniel. So, that has to do it. The kingdom of God is within us. The kingdom of God does not come with observation. So again, this could all be internal, an awakening, so to speak, perfect godly knowledge and wisdom. It's definitely that, but we're going to find out all this. It's all going to make sense after tomorrow. Perfect sense. The word perfect equals 73, just like wisdom in Hebrew. You see that? Perfect is 73. This is 1 Corinthians 13, which has 13 verses. 13 plus 13 is 26. 26 plus 73 is 99, the value of rapture. And what is 1 Corinthians 13 all about? That is what it is. When that which is perfect comes, then that which in part shall be done away with. This is our understanding, our wisdom, and our knowledge. This is what the rapture is about. Or at the bare minimum, this is one of the main things, the big things that the rapture is about.